What's happening YouTube? Kivy-Tut-11. We're going to save some scan results. We're going to create a function that saves the scan for our land. Alright, so let's just get right into this. Okay, up above you can see an example of what we're going to create. It's going to be a pop-up that's going to prompt the user to name the file. Okay, so let's just get rid of this nmap scan button and let's rename it to save results. Okay, and we've given it an ID as well, so we're going to import it in Python. Yeah, just like this. You should know how to do this by now. And you can see at the top there's a result of the file that we've just written, which we're going to get to. Right, so save button equals self.ids save button. And if you guys are have been using Python for a while, you should know how to write a file. Okay, so all we have to do is just write a function, write a file, press the button, it saves the land scan. Okay, so let's take this button here and we want it disabled in the beginning. Alright, so disable the button until the save function is called, and then assign our save button or save results function to the button press, which we have to define. So root.save results, and that should be all good. If we come down here, as you can see, we've written quite a bit of code so far. Things are going to start getting cool, a bit funky. So let's just have a little look here. Let's take that down now and let's define save results. Okay, and we've got self colon. Let's do a pass for now, just because I want to enable the button once the upscan is run. So down here we access the button. Save button disabled equals false. Right, I hope you're following me. So we run that. Okay, we run the scan. We wait for it to finish, and we've got future, and the save results button has been enabled. Okay, so we need to define the function that's going to run when the button's pressed, and what we're going to do is we're going to create a box layout. Okay, we're going to use a pop-up, right, with Kivy, and we're going to populate the pop-up with a box layout which will contain a text input, which will take the file name from the user. So if you want to name it scan1, or if you want to name it blueberry muffins, and we've got self save button equals button, and text equals save file. That's it, exclamation mark, to make it look a bit more exciting. And we got label equals label self. Obviously we need to create the pop-up, Let's just write a couple of comments here. Name the file. Okay. And button. A button to save file. And label to display to the user that the file has been saved. You could have made another pop-up, but I'm just going to use a label just to display, and then the user can just click outside the pop-up just to dismiss the pop-up. There's a lot of pop-ups, bit of pop-up. Right, so on press, I want you to run the function which I'm about to define, which will actually write to the file. And obviously we still need to define the pop-up. Let's just do this for now. Let's do a pass, and let's do some clean up there. So we've got self dot add widget. Now I made a mistake there, which I'm going to come back to in a bit. It should be self dot box dot add widget. So you guys might as well do it now, because I'm going to change it in a bit. So we want to add the text input to the box layout. We want to add the button to the box layout, and we want to add the label to the box layout, and then we want to add the whole box layout to the pop-up. Right? It's as simple as that. Okay. So just come down here, make sure everything's okay. All right. Okay, so comment, create the pop-up. Now you have to import the pop-up. So we do import. Now I need to import socket as well. For some reason it's not there. Okay. So from Kivy-Tut-11 dot pop-up import pop-up. Okay, so we're all good there. We come back down here. And we have to define the pop-up. And that should be an equals, not a colon. Sometimes I get a bit confused between the KV language and actually remember that I'm coding this in Python at the bottom, so you may do this, you may not. Okay, so self.pop will equal pop-up, and the content will be the box layout. Self.box. The title is going to be save scan. Now, if you've got any issues or anything with Kivy so far, I do suggest go to the Kivy forums. There's a good community out there, and it's getting a lot bigger, a lot larger, wider. You'll get a lot of help from them, from all the members there. Okay, so we've got a self-pop, and now we obviously have to open the pop-up when the button's pressed, which we haven't done yet, but I'm just going to run this just to see everything seems okay. and they're looking good, and we got a big button there. The reason the big button's there is because I didn't do self.box.add-widget. Let's just add an empty string here and an empty string here as a text, just for now. And we got self.box.add-widget, and repeat, and repeat. I sound like a commercial or something. Right, so we run the scan, the save button's disabled, and now the save button's enabled. We press the button, nothing happens. Why? Well, we didn't open the pop-up, did we? Or we didn't, yeah, so now just after this, all it's going to be is just a file save function. Okay, so we're actually going to open a file, create a file, and write to it, which is pretty cool. If you're doing this for the first time, I thought it was pretty cool the first time I did it. So self.pop.open, that opens the pop-up. Now let's define this function. Actually, for future reference, let's define a quick function here that actually it will access the current time and date for future use. Okay, so we can actually write the time and date. So this function here, time date, will take the current time and date. Okay, no, it will not make you coffee. No, it will not go and get your slippers. It will get your time and date. So now it equals time.local time. There's time and time. Return time.asc time now, and we've got time dot. There we go, and that's that. It's as easy as that. Right, so get the date and time. Obviously, if you're going to do multiple scans during the day and you're going to be saving multiple files or whatever, you can write whatever you think is relevant in the file that you want to save. You can also put the duration scan took if you choose to. So it's f equals open, which is a file object now. We'll open the file as what the text input text is, and we use an A as an append. This means it will not delete or overwrite a file if it already exists. Okay, you can put a W there, which will, I believe, it will overwrite. Okay, I'm using an append. So I want to start off with land scan, a couple of new lines. Plus self. Just see what it is up here. So we use our time date function to get the time and date that the file was written. And a couple of new lines. Now you can set this up any way you want. You can put some ASCII art in there if you want as well. That's cool. And let's put a little placeholder. The amount of hosts that were found, which we can use the node list for. So it'll be length. And you can see from above all the variables are very useful that we've already got, so why not use them? We've got the nodes list, which contains obviously all the nodes. If we take the length of that, we take the amount of nodes, yeah? Okay. And then what else do we want to write? Obviously we want to write whatever we think is relevant. to the scan. So for I in nose list, so for node in nose list, in other words, we can access all the information we need and we want. Alright, so the IP would be good. You know, hair color, eye color. Plus the MAC. Let's put a little new line there. Okay, so we're just going to put the MAC there. Now I don't want this tutorial to go on too long. Okay, so I'm going to leave it up to you guys to fill in the blanks and you know, format it the way you guys want. Okay, hopefully I have a couple of viewers out there at least that are following the tutorials and pretty exciting about waiting for the next one. Okay, so we want to close the file and we're going to be getting into some cool functions in the next couple of tutorials. Alright, so self.label.text equals file saved. So display to the user once everything's written, the file has been saved. I could also have put use the actual path, so file saved as file name in directory blah blah blah. Okay, if you choose to do so. So run it. Run the ARP scan. Might change the background actually to that. Okay, so we've got 2 hosts. And it's my birthday today. So happy birthday. Now, didn't actually save this as a text file or .txt. Now let's open that. Now I need to add the extension in there, which is what I'm going to do. I don't believe I did anyway, but let's have a look. Alright, so it's got 3 hosts in there. Okay, but KP actually only was showing 2. So I need to do a bit of work for that, but let's sort this out. Let's put a new line there, make that a little bit better, and let's also make sure that it's a txt file, so plus.txt, and that should be all good. Okay, let's delete the previous file we just saved. Okay, and that one as well. And let's run the program. And it's as easy as this, guys. Look at what you guys are making. Look at that. 254 threads. Right, so save file. Happy birthday to me. It's your birthday. It's your birthday. Alright, happy birthday. Save file. File saved. Open our folder. It will be saved into the folder that the tutorial is in, unless you specify otherwise. Okay, and that's looking pretty cool to me. Okay, so we've got the IP MAC, the amount of hosts, the date and time. Okay, so that's all good, guys. Okay, so that's it, guys. Thanks for watching. Thank you for the support. If you like what you watched, please don't forget to subscribe and hit the thumbs up. I will I appreciate it. Keep coding, keep being awesome, and stay tuned. See ya.